This is All India Radio. The news read by Meera Kanti Galati. The Bharat Bandh called by the opposition has evoked mixed response. The call for the Bandh has been given in protest against Centre's decision on diesel price hike and allowing FDI in multi-brand retail. While protesters disrupted rail and road traffic in parts of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal and Odisha, Bandh had little impact in Mumbai. In Uttar Pradesh, Bandh called by the opposition parties, including the ruling Samajwadi Party, has affected normal functioning of day-to-day life in the state. In the national capital, Delhi, most of the markets are closed, but vehicular movement is normal, though protesters blocked traffic at some places. A protest rally in support of the Bandh was addressed by NDA convener Sharad Yadav and BJP President Nitin Gadkari in New Delhi. Reiterating its demand for a rollback of recent diesel price hike, capping supply of LPG cylinders and bringing FDI in retail trade, the BJP today said that it will continue its protest against the decision of the government. Briefing reporters in New Delhi, the BJP President Nitin Gadkari said that the government's move will largely impact the common man and small traders will lose their jobs by allowing FDI in retail. He termed today's Bandh as successful. In the meantime, Information and Broadcasting Minister Mrs. Ambika Soni has said that the Bandh is not always the best form of protest. The Trinamool Congress chief and West Bengal Chief Minister, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, said that her party ministers in the Union Cabinet will submit their resignations to the Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, tomorrow, as announced earlier. Talking to newsmen in Kolkata this afternoon, Ms. Banerjee said that the party is also likely to hand over a formal letter to the President, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, on withdrawal of support from the UPA government tomorrow. She firmly said that her government will not allow FDI in retail trade in the state. The centre has ordered deallocation of 2 more coal blocks, Dhaigaon, Makar Dhokra and Bhaskarpara in Chhattisgarh. The Interministerial Group, IMG, which met today in New Delhi, recommended the deallocation as the allottees failed to operationalize the coal blocks. With this, the number of deallocation has gone up to 13 out of the 29 discussed by the IMG. The IMG has finished discussing coal blocks allotted to private companies. Now it is likely to take up the coal blocks allotted to public sector units from the 9th of next month. Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, PAC, is likely to take up the CAG report on coal blocks allocation from tomorrow when the government auditor will brief the panel on the issue. Controller and Auditor General Vinod Rai and his team of officials will brief the PAC on the auditor's finding on the coal block allocation. The issue had virtually washed out the entire monsoon session of Parliament following disruptions by the BJP-led opposition. The government is aiming to achieve near gap-free electronic surveillance along the coast. Inaugurating the 3-day 31st Annual Coast Guard Commanders Conference in New Delhi today, Defence Minister A.K. Antony informed that the Phase 1 of the Coastal Surveillance Network project is nearing completion. He said the system will indeed provide additional measures toward electronic surveillance. He said maritime security infrastructure as it stands today is quite robust and capable of handling various security challenges at sea. Falling for the second straight session, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange posted its biggest fall in 2 weeks of 147 points or 0.8% to close at a 1-week low of 18,349. The Sensex fell as investors adopted a cautious stance amid protests against economic reforms and weak Asian and European markets today. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange fell 46 points or 0.8% to 5,554. In a setback to the Narendra Modi government, Gujarat High Court today upheld the decision of the governor to grant sanctions to prosecute Minister Purushottam Solanki in the alleged 400 crore rupees fishing contract scam. And that's the end of this news bulletin.